everyone, it's Tracy here, and today I'm going to try a little process, or my process video. I've never done one of these before, so please just bear with me. I'm sure I'll make lots of mistakes. I'm using a window envelope kit by Lavender Blue today, and what I'm going to do is make a little envelope pocket for a journal using already established envelopes that I've saved out of old mail. And this is the kit, the window envelope kit from Lavender Blue. There's several pages. These are just perfect for the little skinny envelope windows. And a few little stamps and labels also to kind of decorate with. So that's going to be my decoration on these envelopes. So I'm going to set those to the side. So I'm using two envelopes. These are just envelopes saved out of the mail. They were slit open at the top, and they're fairly large. So first of all, I had to cut them down, open them up, just ran along the seam with my bone folder and opened them up. And then I had to cut them down to a size that fits inside most of the journals that I make. So I've got two here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sandwich these two together, and they're going to go in the journal like this as a page. And this is going to be a pocket at the top, and it's going to show through both sides. And this side is going to be a double pocket. I'm going to sew right here, make a pocket here and a pocket here. So what I want to do is I want to glue these flaps down. I don't want to cut these off because I want them to reinforce the top opening of the pocket. So I'm going to glue these down. As soon as I unstop the glue. And this will just be an easy reinforcement on the top of the pocket there, just so that when you take things in and out, it doesn't pull. Now on the top edge, I have to cut just a little bit of this tab off so that it doesn't interfere with the side pockets that I'm going to create with the other side. I'm just going to cut that right off even with the fold line. And I'm going to glue this one down. Okay. Now before I put these two together and start covering and decorating them, I'm going to reinforce the inside edges of these two pockets with some surgical tape. And this has worked very well for me. It's just surgical tape like you would tape a bandage on with. And once you put it on, it can be fairly clear. And it's a very good reinforcement for the opening. And you can get this at the drugstore, at the grocery store, Amazon, just anywhere. I think everybody sells this surgical tape. So I just line these two edges with the surgical tape, and I just kind of burnish it down. So that's one inside edge here. Now I need to do this inside edge. It's really sticky, so I don't think there would be any need for any extra glue or anything on there. It's always stuck down really well for me. And that means I have a good strong opening there for my other pockets. Okay, so we've got a pocket here, and we're going to have a pocket here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to line the outside of this pocket with this paper. This is just a pattern digi paper that I printed off on my computer on plain paper. And the way I'm going to do this is I've got one envelope here that is, I've opened up and I've taken the window out, and I'm going to use this as a guide to cut this paper, this window out of this paper. So I put my cut one on my paper to get my edges just right. And these are cut at the same height on this side. So I'm just going to take this, the one I've got the window out of, and I'm going to line it up on the other side of the paper, just so that everything's lined up together, like that. And I'm going to flip it over. I'm going to move the back side of that envelope, and I'm going to just try to get it as even as possible. It doesn't really matter if it's perfect. I mean, what in life is perfect? And then I'm going to go around the edge of this pattern one that I took the window envelope out of. To make my opening. And I'm going to do the same thing on this piece, and I'm going to line it with this striped paper. So I'll be back as soon as I get those two pieces cut out to match. Okay, I've got the two pieces cut out, and I glued the paper onto the envelope. So now I have two pieces, and they're going to fit together to make a pocket at the top and a pocket at the side. So I'm going to sew, and you don't have to sew, you can glue. I'm going to sew around here, and I'm going to sew around here and down the middle. But before I do that, I'm going to take my hole punch, and I'm going to make two little thumb notches on the inside here, and I'm just going to mark my middle so I can get the notch in approximately the center. Okay. And then before I sew it, I'm also going to go ahead and ink up this edge here, probably all the way around, and the inside edges, and I'll sew it, and I will be right back. Okay, I've got the sewing done around the edges. You can see here, I'm sewing around here, here, and then this side, and then down the middle. So you've got two pockets on this side, and a pocket at the top. And I've double stitched on each end just to make sure that they hold well. But you don't have to sew this, you can glue it. Works just as well glued as it does sewn. And I've also inked around the edges. So now it can be decorated. And I'd like to use this yellow flower, I think, on the front. So I'm just going to tear around it. As best I can. And see how that's going to fit. Get rid of a little bit more of the white space. I just printed this on plain copy paper on an inkjet color printer. Lavender Blue's digital kits always print out so nicely. And you can increase or decrease the size to make them any size that you need. I definitely recommend trying her kits. And she's always coming out with new stuff. So it's always a pleasure to go in there and find something new and try it out. I'm just going to ink around this image. Take a little bit of that white out. I have a tendency to kind of like the dark edges when I ink. I know some people may not ink at all, which is fine. You don't have to. That's just a preference. So I kind of think that looks nice, and I think I want to do I think I'm going to do one of the long images, even though my window is quite larger than the slot envelopes. I think it would look really cute if I put one alongside along the edge. So maybe this yellow image here. I'm just going to cut this out. And there's so many to choose from. I mean, you could literally make dozens of different designs with this one kit just by switching around the images. So I'm going to glue that one up there. And I'm going to take a little bit of texture here. Use a little bit of this coffee dyed cheesecloth. I still feel like I need something here. So let me see what we could do here. I think maybe a label. Definitely, I think a label needs to go there. So I have bunches of labels and I keep them in this box from all the different designers. I think that'll be nice. I think that's a Tracy Fox label, I believe. I think I like that. Just do these edges right quick. And I printed this on sticker paper, so it just makes it a lot easier to use. I use a little Fabri-Tac to put this cheesecloth down. And stick this flour on. I'm going to again use a little Fabri-Tac since I'm going to put it on top of the cheesecloth, just to make sure it stays. And I like it hanging over the window just a little bit. I think that just adds a little bit to it. Okay. There's my front. And inside, because this is striped, it'd be very easy just to use it for journaling, just to write on the lines. So I'm going to put just a little something on this side here. And I think maybe a mushroom would be nice. So I think I'm going to use another one of them. Little long images. And because this window is so large, I will make a large journaling card to go in there. And it will show on both sides. So I'm just going to put this right here. I think I'll put it right here. That kind of leaves more room for journaling along the stripes. And so I'll make cards for here and a large journaling card for here. And this will go in a journal. Thank you for taking time out of your busy day to watch my video. I hope it helps someone, and definitely use the window envelope kit from Lavender Blue. Thank you.